All right, fans, hello and welcome back to Game 2 of Night 1 of the Girls Crandall University Hoop Classic version 2024, version 30 actually, in year 2024. And the opening tip taken away by Les Vedettes. And on the attack, the name will say all night long, Kalala.
Yeah.
A little strong on that layup attempt.
Going to be a problem.
These Purple Knights are also going to be a problem. Strong program, but nicely defended across the top. Picked off by Sophie Doiron. Ooh, a little wide on the pass there.
That might be what I call her for this game, the problem.
The problem?
I think that's going to be her nickname.
That's just because you trip over Kalala every time.
But I've seen her play a few times, and she's never not been a problem.
She's so good. She's great. Ev, no doubt. And a wild pass there. Morgan Gregory, grade 10 for KV. Sophie Doiron set to run the show for a very good Vedettes team. In the corner there, Micah LeBlanc. And a runner from Madison White, no good. Back come the Blue Knights. I'm still trying to call them the Crusaders after 3 years of not being allowed to anymore. Kalala takes that bump. You see how strong she is on the ball.
Gets recontrolled.
Spin in the lane, too. Sweet move from Ev Kalala to start things off.
I'll give you a quarter for it to settle in for you, but she's going to be called the problem. You got 8 minutes and 51 seconds to get used to it, but that's what it's going to be.
All right. So now, do I end up giving a nickname of the solution to someone on the KV?
Yeah. You do what
Blue
you
Knights.
want. You do what you want. I can count on mine.
Back rim miss from the wing from the Blue Knights, and that Kalala on the floor fighting for the possession. Mathieu won the possession, so it's going to stay with KV. Bounce it comes, stepping right in to receive. Looking for a backdoor look there, no good. And back comes Sophie Doiron for the Vedette in the corner. White spots up for three. Pardon me.
Let it go.
Pardon me, that was Sophie Bertholin, pardon me, spotting up for three. And I did not hear her call the bank. I don't care, there's no pictures on the score sheet. Only numbers, and she put up 3 of them. Trying to answer back. Blue Knights. No good from the corner, but stealing it back and laying it up. Oh no, she comes up short with Quinn McFarland. Good hustle though from the Blue Knights, creating another possession. So forgive me, Blue Knights fans. I am not familiar with the team. The numbers, this is the problem. I'm blind already. Then the girls have ponytails. And those dark numbers on the front.
All right, number 8 right here. Number 8 has the ball.
Are you going to be my spotter?
I'm trying to help.
Nicole Jenkins. Number 8.
There you go.
Excellent D from the vedette. They turn the Blue Knights over again. Oh, a good step in, though, from Megan McCready. But the fight again from Bertolin, getting it back. To Kalala. Collects. Steps through. Can't finish. There's Doiron fighting for the rebound. Up top, Micah LeBlanc for 3, no good. Run down by Kalala. Back to White.
You'll get there.
Micah LeBlanc, you're going to be a problem for me in a second.
No.
There it is. Call it.
The problem for 3. Oh, yeah. I told you.
2, 3 big problems for.
I'm hardly ever wrong. And I only say hardly ever because I'm sure my wife is tuned into this broadcast right now, so I can't say never wrong, but hardly ever.
8-0 early, trying to get the Blue Knights on the board. That was Nicole Jenkins off the feed from Lexi Martin. A nice baseline drive. Found Jenkins, but good body up defense there down low from the vedette. They got some length to them down low there, too. Oh, the sweet spin, the finish.
You want to say it this time? Because
that spin move's a problem, I'll tell you that right now.
All right, you're going to fight it. All right, cool. You're going to lose, but.
Nicole Jenkins on the push and gets some crooked numbers on the board. Finally for the Blue Knights. Sophie Doiron to the corner. White, pardon me, that's Bertolin again. This time miss. Blue Knights another chance. Creedy going baseline. Attracting lots of attention. Finally, it gets swung to the other side of the floor. A little bit wild there from the wing from Martin.
Great outlet.
Yeah, really good. White smartly collects and gets things set, finds a trailer. That was LeBlanc, Micah LeBlanc. Did not go in to fight for the rebound, and we'll see who they pick out for the foul.
Now, I have gotten to see Mathieu-Martin play once this year, and I'll tell you, like, one thing I like and respect about them is that they're going to take the first good shot. They're not going to, like, you know, hesitate and all of that. The first good shot is going up. And, I mean, that's what you want.
Gives us another chance to talk about a good coaching staff. How about the job done on the sidelines by Marc-André Leblanc, Clay Warman, and Emily Briggs?
Oh, wow.
Could I be a bigger fan of Emily Briggs calling those Crandall games? How many, I mean, Emily Briggs, the consummate teammate you want on your team. She's going to be an even better coach than she was player, I predict.
So when I recruited her, when she actually committed to coming to Crandall, we were actually on a road game, and she called me on my phone. So you know how the trip goes, right? You stop to get something to eat, so you give the team X amount of time to go get some food and come back. So we're off the bus, and phone rings, and it's Emily, and she just said, "Yeah, coach, I think I'm going to come. I'm coming to Crandall." And I just remembered, like, I didn't care what happened for the rest of that game or, like, who did what. Like, I was just like, yeah, y'all figure it out, but somebody's spot is getting took. So, like, man, and what a fun player to watch play.
And that was a nice feed from Morgan Gregory to Megan McCready. The Blue Knights getting down to the break. Cutting that lead down to 6. Kalala, the problem. Back rims a 3. Good box out there from McCready. Forcing another turnover with some good work on defensively. Is Sophie Doiron. And an and one possibility.
She meant it too.
She did. Doiron, a kid her size, playing a point guard position. In girls high school basketball. I'll take that. She's got the size, she's got strength, ball handling ability, she can shoot the ball a little bit. This is a really, really good vedette squad. And now a little bit of pressure here from Mathieu.
I'm liking the coach's shoes for Mathieu.
Yep. Yeah. On point.
The white and blue Air Maxes. The same.
Yeah. Well, ours are better. Let's not fight about it, but ours are better.
Yeah, no,
Let's not put them down or anything.
We will never fight about saying anything that I'm better. Don't worry about that. I'm always with you on that.
But yeah, Marc-Andre, just one of the good guys around Moncton basketball, and really he's done terrific work for BNB as well. Like he's just one of those guys. He's going to be around hoops. He's a lifer.
I always respect the coaches that you can tell they genuinely care about their players too. Like, the title means less to them than their kids actually getting better.
Yeah. Right. Really good patience and transition from Mathieu-Martin. Ball came to Julien Martin for a bit. Foul line jumper was no good. The Blue Knights we've never seen them play. They look like they want to play with pace as well. Just Mathieu's done a better job of it so far. McCready with a nice push though, gets to the line, takes some contact. Chance to narrow this lead down a little bit. First one rolls up and in.
Get to see a little bit more of the discipline in both of these teams too on the offensive end, right? Like,
absolutely. Voila. And I love the transition, the head up that Sophie Dwara has in transition. That's going to be called an illegal screen there on Julien Martin. But you love a point guard that pushes it. If someone's open ahead of them, they get it. And that's Dwaron, and you know Sugarhead is always looking up for Malala.
Every time.
Yeah. How good she is in transition. Pull up from the foul line. That goes. Nice shot there from Morgan Gregory. Grade 10 from KV. Gabby Casada on the floor as well now for the Blue Knights. We'll reset the lineups here in a minute. Chloe Wortman on the floor now. Malala driving right-handed. Gets it knocked out off of her knee out of bounds. Good defense there, good hands from the Blue Knights, and we're going to have our first timeout.
Great action to start this game. 13-8 to get going. But both teams, like I said, are playing good, patient offense. The ball's moving, swinging the ball, attacking the hoop.
Yeah, a lot of talent in this game.
Yeah, just good work. Like even again, something that I know you enjoy. We got to see some good help defense.
Oh,
that was intentional. I dropped that one on purpose.
We don't always get to see that, but we got to see it this time. So really the story has been the talent of the problem, but really KV's done a pretty good job here in the last few minutes getting back in it and playing with a little pace of their own, getting the Vedettes back on their heels a little bit. Pushing that pace, McCready and Morgan Gregory and the likes. So it'll be good program and it's the Humphreys. Sarah Humphreys been in KV for a while now, been coaching a while now, and she's a really, really good coach, high level coach. So this KV program in good hands. So lots of really good coaches in this tournament on both sides as well. That ball comes, snagged by Jenkins. She's got numbers now. Choosing not to take it was Gregory. Drives into the teeth of the D, kicks it out. Casada over there. Now McCready using that screen. Mathieu-Martin doing a great job crowding that dribbler. That ball goes on the floor. You got somebody in your mug. You better be tight on your handle. Right now, if you're a Blue Knight.
Every time.
Vedette out disrupting everything. So, Chloe Wortman.
Almost had to travel there, but she got rid of it just in time.
Just in time, yeah. So missed from the corner there from Dwaron. Travels all the way out of bounds.
Our teammate here who is handling the camera brought some food up here, and it is smelling. I'm so distracted.
how about this genius contraption she's got?
Yeah, I know you
So
talked
she
about
can
it on
sit
the
down.
broadcast last night. Like that, like, yeah. Again,
that's
people, you can't see it, but like,
That's some next level thinking right
when we
there.
start talking innovation, we're experiencing it
So-
here in real time.
So we're talking with the camera, where the camera's placed, it's about 3-4 feet above where we sit, and it's got a very short handle on it. So last year, Jim and whoever else was handling, Jim
Had
himself,
to stand there.
they had to stand up, and it's tiring. Oh, nice hands there. Steal by Gregory. Oh, and the block. Get out, says Sophie Duran, but collected nicely there by McCready. Knocked away. On the attack again is Gregory. Gregory.
Count the bucket.
The jumper. 2 more for the Blue Knights, and this lead now 13-10. So yeah, somebody had a brilliant, just tape a broomstick to the short handle and make yourself a long handle. I admire this ingenuity.
I'm impressed.
It's so simple. It's one of those things you see online all the time. How did I not think of this earlier? I've been watching the poor camera person for 3 years. Didn't come up with it myself. Nicely done by the Blue Knights. Fighting again, creating extra possessions. Megan McCready pays it off with a little baby baseline jumper, and the lead's down to 1.
Yeah.
Ev Kalala being off the floor right now is a problem for the Mathieu-Martin Matador.
Well,
another turnover back to the Blue Knights.
When I looked at, who the team is for Mathieu-Martin, so the coaching staff and some of their players, and then the program that KV builds, I expected this to be a decent game anyway, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Bertholin back in, and White. So it's Bertholin, White. Julianne Martin. Michael LeBlanc as we deal with they can't sub. Okay, so I guess Sophie Doiron comes back onto the floor, and she'll be subbed out in a minute by Madison White. Jenkins looking to feed Casada, got knocked to the corner. Mathieu-Martin tried to save it. It's going to stay with KV. Now White checks in. Oh, nice cut. Pretty stuff.
Great finish. Great finish.
Megan McCready, she sold she's going to curl around to the 3-point line and get it. Really good cut. Now, more good defense by her as well. Picking off that easy pickings for her, that cross-court pass. Give me them cookies, she says, and goes and finishes.
I don't think anything's going to be easy or smooth for either team out here. Like, you're going to have to play against defense.
Yep. Great box out there by Casada. Gives her team a chance to run out, and they do. Another block, though.
And when you do have to play against defense, that's how you're supposed to respond. Let's get out and run, get up the floor.
Sophie Bertholin.
But what do you do when you're receiving a problem? You throw in a problem to solve it.
Jeez.
I wish I needed more time
Never
to
is.
formulate that
Never
one.
is.
I apologize, people. I'm better than that. That one, I needed more time. I wasn't ready.
Really good work there by Madison White and Michael LeBlanc. Teamed up there to force a turnover. That's Kalala. Tight. Talk about a tight handle. She's got a tight handle. From the wing, Bertholin.
Great shot.
Yeah, she's got a pretty 3-point stroke. This Sophie Bertholin, her second of the first quarter. Lead back down to 1. KV with 12 and a half to work with. Again, they run a lot of stuff out of this line. A lot of screens. Yep. Oh, deep 3, side rim, collected by Bertholin. They got 4 seconds to work with, and they work with it nicely. They're going to get a layup at the buzzer.
But you can't hesitate. Can't hesitate.
She didn't realize.
Gotta put that one up on the rim.
She didn't realize, and she could have had a foul there too, but the contact didn't happen until after the buzzer went. So kind of a
Yeah. Well,
kind
folks,
of just a go ahead.
we
man.
got ourselves a 1-point game at the end of the quarter. This is what we sign up for. Good back and forth battle. Love to see it.
These fans aren't used to the interaction that Andy has with the Andy's like, fans, you better get used to it. Andy Sharp is going to call you out if you're not being loud enough in the stands.
Well, it's funny. I was talking to somebody at work today, and I was just saying how I said, like, I would consider Andy and myself to be like your go-to arena announcers for a lot of things. And so the guy I was talking to at work, he said, "So what's the difference between you two?" I said, "Well, for me, it's more of the like NBA arena stuff." I said, "With Andy, like you're at Rucker Park." Right? Like, and I love it.
That is
like,
exactly
it's so
correct.
it's so entertaining. Like for me, it's just here's what I call myself Ron Burgundy. I'm going to read the teleprompter. Andy's going to read the crowd and get interactive. It's phenomenal. I'm a big fan of his. But I do like I've learned to start asking people too. Like when they ask me, "Hey, would you come call this game?" Well, what are you looking for? Because if you want your starters called out, you want me to hit that deep voice and really announce something and drive something home for you, no problem. But if you want it to be like nonstop action, even in what you get to hear, Andy's your guy.
Andy's your guy. He has no idea that we're talking about him. Just sitting there, staring
because he's
blank
locked
with his
in.
face.
We're
He's
not
locked.
He could care
in.
less about us right now. That's
Locked
not what's
in.
important.
Andy.
Oh, he's already on to his next read. Look.
Yeah, look.
Okay, here we go in the second quarter here, fans. Also, stick around after this game for our opening ceremonies.
He has no idea.
Nope. And he won't break character.
No,
Like,
he won't either. Even if he did see us act like fools, he wouldn't care. Oh, nice set out of the quarter break by the Knights. They get a nice little baseline jumper opportunity there from, I guess Emma Seeley set it up. Looks like it was Nicole Jenkins that had that jumper. Oh, nice little bounce lucky bounce for the Blue Knights there. Morgan Gregory caught it off the deflection. Was able to go right up with it. So the 1-point lead becomes a 2-point lead as the first free throw bounces home. Second one, no good, but it's going to go back to Mathieu-Martin. Good hustle there from Jenkins there to try to keep that one alive. No can do. Kalala onto the wing. Oh, yeah, that pass was never going to get there. I'm learning something quick in this game. You can't throw a pass like that in front of Megan McCready.
no.
It's two the other way. She is.
In fact, for the sake of conditioning and for the to have legs for the rest of the weekend, if you do decide to throw that pass, you should just put the 2 points up. Don't make her do all that running. Like, what's the point? You know the outcome.
Absolutely.
It's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, you were so locked in on that you didn't even notice the problem.
Right?
Her latest move. Oh, nice move inside.
She'll do another one. You can miss a couple with her.
Jenkins again. She's showing up tonight as well. Her length. She's the perfect matchup for Kalala, but Ev is so strong,
Right?
and athletic. She is just almost like she's just a problem.
That's what I'm saying. I can miss a couple things because she's going to do something else. So
Yeah.
we still got quite a bit of basketball left in this game. So
It's tough to believe Ev is still a grade 11.
Yeah.
She's still got one more year. We still got one more year to enjoy her.
yeah. So where do you want to go to university?
Yeah. Take your pick, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, well done there by the Vedettes rotating over, forcing the travel back to Mathieu-Martin. What a game of runs so far. Mathieu-Martin got off to a big lead, and then the Blue Knights stole it right back. Yeah, well done there to get up by Duaron after turning it over.
Young folks watching, this is why your coaches are always yelling for you to have your hands up.
Greedy. Too strong on the banker. Rebounded. Jenkins tried to get it back inside. No good. Chance for Mathieu-Martin to run. See where the foul is. Gabby Casada called for the good foul. That would have been, might have been a contender for a take foul if it was an NBA game.
Yeah.
No such rule in this league, so go at it. You can stop a break, stop a layup, do it. Clarita Saad.
Great pass.
Game and immediately drops a dime to Kalala, cutting through the key, laying it in for two. Sophie Chasson also into the game for Les Vedettes. Two grade 9s. Saad and Chasson. Give me a break. How are these girls in grade 9?
It's wild.
They would have taken me to school when I was in
Yeah,
grade 9. But yeah, that pass from Saad, that's just, I mean, Kalala didn't have to break stride.
Right.
Hit her right in the chest. Perfect. Shot from the wing, long by the Blue Knights. The Vedette have a chance to run again. Sharing is caring, wide open three in the corner. Money for Clarita Saad. Walks into the game, drops
Ready
the dime
to
of the
go.
night, bangs in a three.
Showed up ready. There's another steal. Off and running, fast break style, good pass.
Nice pass. Oh, all she does is create baskets. Clarita Saad sharing that one to Sophie Duano for two more, and the Vedette on a big run. I said it was a game of runs.
I love when
We've
players.
already had three big ones.
I love when players don't complicate things, right? Like that's exactly how you're supposed to run a fast break.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Get wide,
Yep.
kick it ahead,
Yep. Attack the defender.
make the
and
defender
then
make a decision, and
do what you got to do. Yep.
then you make the right decision.
Yeah. Awesome work.
Why do, why do we ever turn the ball over? I don't get it. It's so easy.
So at this timeout, current score, which is going to go back and forth obviously for a little while here, is Mathieu-Martin 24 and KB 21.
And I believe, fans, that we fixed I believe that Jim fixed the score on the live feed. So I think
We're all good.
okay, I gotta get with my man Cale Perry. He's wearing last year's hoodie.
He's also empty-handed.
He also doesn't have any food. Let's
I'm going to leave that for a minute.
yeah, we'll see. At halftime, if we go to our room and the food's there, well, he's fine.
Yeah. Either way, folks, we will report. At this point, you're getting put on blast.
Oh, Matthew. All kinds of trouble handling the ball there by the Blue Knights. They still almost get set up for an easy layup with a bad Mathieu-Martin pass, but they collect and come back. Another, just the right pass. Two times from Mathieu-Martin. Not able to go, but nicely done there.
Not a bad possession.
No, Saad to Chasson. Out to the veteran Duaron on the wing. Just missed that three, but 3-4 consecutive nice passes created a wide open three. Now McCready operating the point for the Blue Knights. Looking inside for Jenkins, but that was going to be a tough catch for anybody. And there is Kalala going to work.
Go shoot your free throws.
She's got that. We work on that in practice every day.
Yeah.
That sweep through move.
Yep.
Kind of a adjusted Euro step where you just swing that ball through and tuck it away like a football player and then finish on the other side. And I mean, that is a tough move to master. Ev Kalala, she's got all the moves already. That shot is beautiful. Where's she play? Where does she slot in at the next level, you think? As a 2?
Yep.
A 1?
I would have her. I would have her at a 2, but can back up your 1. You know, like. But again, like I feel like she's going to be whatever is needed. Like right now for her team, like you can see that she does a little bit of whatever's needed. If you need her to be a playmaker, she makes plays. You need her to defend, she's going to defend. You want a rebound, she'll go get that too. Like, I mean, I understand that at the next level, the girls are going to be a little bit bigger and stronger. She's going to have to adjust to that. But I'm not afraid of her work ethic. That she would make the adjustment. You know.
Good grief, no. She's going to work as hard as she needs to. She's proven that already.
You're right.
Oh, that's pretty. Pretty stuff from the Blue Knights. Down it goes. That's Rachel Boyle. Give and go. That's a old school Hoosiers give and go right there.
We've seen this before.
Princeton offense.
I am familiar.
And a nice pass there from Jenkins, setting her up. Two-man game on that side. See if she can finish that three-point play. She cannot, but cannot secure. Oh boy, that's my other thing as a coach. A missed free throw and you don't secure the defensive rebound. Give me a break. Kalala now on the break. This is going to be a problem. Yeah, she hangs and scores. Yeah, that's a smart. That's well done by McCready too, because you are so tempted to get frustrated and try to.
We talked about it in the last game, right?
Yep.
That's what happens.
Compound the mistake. Compound the turnover with a three-point play. Nope. Smartly. If you're you make that decision early on Kalala as up and in from Nicole Jenkins. She finishes in the lane, but you make that decision early with Kalala. If you're like, okay, I'm going to give her one, then you give her one early.
Yep.
Don't let her get the ball above her shoulders. Otherwise, you just belly up and hope she misses.
You just hope it's just 2 free throws she gets to make instead of 1.
That's absolutely right. Well, a duck inside there from Caroline Tucker. No good for Mathieu-Martin. Back comes Kylie Dion Wright new into the game for the Blue Knights. And a turnover back to Mathieu-Martin.
3-point game, 5 minutes left in the first half of our second game of the day.
28-25, 5:02 clock running, first half. Here comes Chloe Wortman to set a screen for Doiron.
Great use of the screen.
Steps right into it confidently, strokes it home. Her second three-pointer of the first half. Now, more havoc over there, getting deflections on the sideline. And again, boy, that is partly bad luck, but partly poor decision-making, too. Rough stuff there for Matthew, trying to, as the lights go up and down here, is worried.
Stop touching things.
You got these volunteers leaning against the plugs on the wall. Good thing that wasn't in the middle of play. We'd have had to have some words over there with those lovely people on the women's committee and their gray hoodies. So 3-point play, good.
Now they've been identified.
Oh yeah, I'm calling them out. I'm calling them out. I didn't use names. Coming around that screen, another 3. Ooh, this one's wild from Guadal. Greedy on the push. Smart pass to Jenkins. Looking for a cutter. Nope. She finds Rachel Boyle back inside.
Good
Jenkins,
pass.
and a nice feed. Oh, rims out.
Those ones hurt a little.
They do.
Right? Like, because there's nothing you did wrong, just didn't go in. We have timeout taken by Mathieu-Martin.
31-28, 4:08 on the clock. And yeah, so it's been an entertaining first half of basketball. Lots. I mean, judging from the talent that I've seen in the province the last couple of years watching girls basketball, these two teams can't be too far from the upper echelon in the province right now. You've got some singular individual talent on both sides. I mean, you've got Nicole Jenkins and Megan McCready on one side. You got Ev Kalala, Sophie Dwern on the other, but you got deep benches. You got youngsters like all these grade 9s again coming in. You got 4 grade 9s.
Yeah.
Sorry, 3 grade 9s that have already seen the floor for Matthew in the first half.
Well, that's kind of my thought too. Like, you know, I'm not as familiar with KV as I am with Mathieu-Martin, but like, you have Ev Kalala on your team, you always have a chance, right? And then you factor in like, it's not like the rest of her team is just role players who are just here. You know, like they can play too.
Yep.
But it helps that you have like a first team all-star on your roster, you know, to begin with. And then KV again, like they just build programs. It's what they do, right? You know, so like it generally doesn't matter who's on their roster. It's going to be, you're going to have to deal with it. I almost said a problem, but I refuse to share that name.
And that's what you respect about what Marc Andre's doing, and a nice out of bounds play. Again, they get a bunny opportunity, but just too strong. It was Boyle on that opportunity down low. Back to Mathieu. That's what you respect about the coaching staff at Matthew. They're trying to build not just one of these teams that pops up every now and then is really talented,
right?
Like a program, year after year after year after year. The future's bright there. Turn it over again are the Blue Knights. Back the other way comes Duaron, popping another wing 3, no good. Nice rebound there in the corner by Casada. And then kept it alive with a good hustle, absolutely. And a smart play there from McCready. Just throwing her body into Wortman.
You see arms moving, you go up.
And Wortman was seemingly confused by the foul call, but that's the thing. I talked about it last night. You feel like you start vertical, you feel like you are, and then you have that involuntary, you know, where your arms drop and you no longer have that verticality, and it's an easy call for the referees. And Megan McCready, I get the sense this isn't her first rodeo. She knows how to get to the line. I got a big on me. I'm just going to get into her body.
Just going to go to work.
Get into her body, make her foul me, go to the line, make my throws. So McCready's been the best player on the floor for the Knights in the first half. Here's your best player on the floor for the Vedette. A little magic act there from Kalala. Where'd she go? With that footwork, and some people, you saw some KV do this.
Yeah.
You slow that down, you watch it, that is solid footwork.
Yeah, we got to get Andy for the record.
Yep.
He's trying real hard.
A little baseline floater from Duarno that time, short, rebounded by Jenkins. Pardon me, that looked like Boyle, excuse me. Jenkins collects that kick-ahead pass. Nice feed to Boyle. Just a spin and a handoff to Rachel Boyle for her second hoop.
This has been a great game to watch, man.
Really entertaining. The pace is good. The talent is unbelievable. How about that lefty finish from Micah LeBlanc? Sweeping lefty finish through the lane. Stepping through there, but getting it blocked. That time by Micah LeBlanc. Back the other way is Kalala pulling up. No good. Challenging for the rebound there is Julianne Martin. And knocks it out of bounds, and it's back to the Blue Knights. 3-point game now in favor of Mathieu-Martin. Oh, Sophie Duaron is going to get called for a cheapie. So that is not the one you want to give up at this point of the first half. 2:19 remaining. That's your 5th foul, 85-ish feet from the hoop. No, thank you. Nope, it's not worth the risk.
Don't even want it.
Nope. Let's guess who back to the line. McCready, been everywhere in the first half.
Good free throw shooting this half as well.
She's made everything.
Now, we're going to sub in number 6,
1:15 clock running first quarter. 1 point game here. Really well played first half. Kalala bouncing baseline. And she does such a good job of hanging with that ball in the air. She's got that hang time.
Yep. Oh yeah.
She protects it well, and it's not a when she brings it back into her shooting pocket, it's not wild.
Right.
Right. You know what I mean? Like some people have that step through, they bring it back.
Yep.
We got kids in our team that drive us crazy, moving the ball around once they get in the air.
Not today. Today.
I almost named a name too. Almost named a name.
Not today.
But she is always in control. Good hustle there from Tuarna. Splitting the defense, splitting the two Blue Knights and digging that one free. The ball finds its way to Kalala. Wild on that three that time. Good hands from Caroline Tucker, keeping it alive. Yeah, that's a good call. Some refs, it depends. Honestly, I've seen, and it happens a lot more in the girls' game than the guys, that collection step they do, the 2-foot stop, and then they go. Some refs call that, and some refs don't.
Yeah.
And I've heard it be a debate between refs about whether that should be that gather step, whether that should be a travel. Yeah. I think it should be. You're gathering.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, a nice block there from Michael LeBlanc.
Either way you land, I would like to see them kind of decide on what it's going to be, just so that there's consistency all the time. Because like you said, sometimes it gets called, sometimes it doesn't, because there is a debate on it. So you're going to make your own judgment on it. I just find, like, because of what it can do to momentum, that, you know, I'd like to see it be a little bit more of a, we do this every time we can. I mean, there's always human error, and it happens, right? But, like, that's, if you've decided that we're calling this, then, or not, right?
Yep. Deep three that time from McCready, wide to the right. Under a minute left now. Kalala getting all the way to the glass. Good follow there from the grade 9 kid Tucker, but she can't finish. But they are just all over these. Even when the Blue Knights do gather that rebound, they're all over that rebound and double teaming the ball, forcing turnovers. Can't finish that time in the Vedette. So 30 seconds left, first half. 37-34.
Still a three-point game.
Absolutely, and that play was destined to go nowhere from the start, the way the Mathieu-Martin Vedette had that locked down over there on that right-hand side of the floor. Nice dive inside from Tucker. No, she can't finish. I wonder if Coach LeBlanc wanted some more time to come off the clock before that shot went up. And that's one of the reasons why. You don't hold the ball for the last shot. You can have a miss and then compound it with a foul. And you saw the eye roll the same way. That was the biggest eye roll of the night right there.
The arms came out.
Andre.
In fact, I'm impressed. He's been unanimated for a while. I expected much. Oh, here he goes. He's alive now.
Yeah.
I don't know who did it, but thank you.
Getting Kalala off the floor for the last 15. I didn't sense she was. Is that her second? Yeah, that was her second. Yeah, okay. Thought maybe he'd keep her on for the offensive possession, but again, maybe not worth the risk for him for getting an offensive foul.
Right. And she would make the right choice, and the right choice right now is to get downhill and attack the hoop, which leaves you open to give up a charge.
Exactly that. Yep. Oh, the give and go again from Mathieu. Oh, a nice block on the baseline. Rachel Boyle coming over there and saying no. 4 more seconds now for Mathieu. Berthelin turns the corner. No, there's going to be a turnover. Pardon me, that was Tucker looking in front of Berthelin. I think they'll put a little bit more time on the clock, maybe? No, not going to. It's going to be 0.1 seconds, so we're just going to get that in, and we're going to be done, fans. So a good first half. That is a very entertaining basketball game here at Crandall University, our second game of the night here, the 2024 Crandall Men's University, or pardon me, Women's University Hoop Classic. So fans will see you back here in 10 minutes.
There we go.
Subway time.
Huge thank you to our silver sponsors, Keystone Physiotherapy, Doyle and Greco. demand. So you can not only buy your Ladies and Men's Youth Classic merch, but you can also design your own merch and have it printed by Doyle. So that's in the corner. There's print on demand services. So please stop by the Doyle merch table. They're a great silver sponsor for us. We also want to thank Greco, our silver sponsors, and also our bronze sponsors, MacArthur's and City of Moncton. Okay, now